Hello! Welcome again to another edition of Practical English, your smart guide to the English language. I am your host, Peter from Canada, coming to you from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and today we are going to be looking at prepositions of place. So, prepositions are words that describe where one thing is in relation to another. There's no easy way to explain prepositions because they can be applied in a number of different ways, but there are some fairly easy rules to understand here. Uh, as you see here, in usually means to be in a closed space. Okay. On means to be on the top, but making physical contact. So note the difference between on and above. Okay, in above, you can see the bear is not actually making contact with the object. Okay, next to or by can mean at the side of something, either side. Between is a good one because between refers to two objects. You are in the middle of two objects if you are between something. All right, if we are talking about directions such as left and right, the expression we usually use is to the or on the, to the left of something or to the right of something. All right, so take a look at this painting here. I believe this is called the starving artist or the sleeping artist. I forget. I just remember seeing this in a textbook a long time ago. So take a look at the painting and where things are in relations to each other. And then we'll take a look at a brief description of this painting and see if we can complete it. All right, now, this structure you really need to get in the habit of using when describing something. There is for singular and there are for plurals. In Portuguese, because I live in Brazil, so that is the language I have to deal with most frequently, they tend to use the verb have. In a lot of ways, they don't in English. When we are describing a situation in English, we use there is, there are. So there is a man, bed. Well, when we see someone like this, we say they are in bed. Um, you can say there is a man in bed or there is a man in a bed. In this case, both are okay. I would say there is a man in a bed because we are describing this particular photo. The bed is an umbrella, and beside it, there are some books. So, yes, the books are beside the bed. Where is the umbrella in relation to the man? The umbrella is above the man and the bed. There is a table, the bed, and of the table is a window. So where is the table in relation to the bed? The table is in front of the bed. And where is the window in relation to the table? Notice we had the preposition of there. So to properly complete that, that would be to the right of the table. Okay, if you are facing the table, then the window is on the right side. The table, there is a coat, the wall. So where's the coat? The coat is behind the table. And where is the coat in relation to the wall? The coat is on the wall. All right, let's take a look at one more exercise here. Let's try and complete this description of a living room with the following prepositions: behind, next to, in front of, over, in, on, between, and under. There is some pizza, the box. Okay, where is the pizza? The pizza is here in a closed space, so the pizza is in the box. There is a guitar, the lamp, and the plant. So here's the plant, here's the lamp. The guitar is between the lamp and the plant. There are two dogs, the table. Here's the two dogs, here's the table. The dogs are under the table. There's a window, the sofa. Here's the sofa, here's the window. So the window is behind the sofa. There's a racket, the bag. Here's the racket, here's the bag. The racket is next to the bag. There is some cheese, the plate. Here's the cheese, here's the plate. The cheese is next to the plate. There is a rug, the sofa. Here's the rug, here's the sofa. The rug is in front of the sofa. There is a lamp, the shelf. All right, where is the lamp? The lamp is right here. The lamp is under the shelf. There is a trophy, the books. Here's the trophy. Here's the books. The trophy is between the books. There is a picture, the wall. Here's the picture. Here's the wall. The picture is on the wall. There is a bird flying the trees. Here's the trees. There's the bird. The bird is flying over the trees. And finally, there are two fish, the bowl. Here's the fish. Here's the bowl. The fish are in the bowl. And that's it. Again, I hope you found that helpful. Thanks to everyone who's been tuning in lately. Much appreciated. That is all for today. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. And as always, I will be back again just as soon as I am able. Thanks. Bye-bye.